keys to victory is destroying Nick's face with my claws.
Welcome to the Mortal Realms. We proudly present to you Age of Sigmar Spearhead.
Well, hey folks, we're back with more Age of Sigmar, and today I am playing the Cities of Sigmar, the last bastions of hope for the average Joe in this crazy mortal realms.
Nick's army has been painted by our friend Chris Buckthorpe. Man, do they ever look great.
I'm going to be playing the Flesh Eater Courts. We have a special sort of madness where we believe that we are the flower of civilization, come to bring civilization to you at the point of our blessed swords.
They think they're the good guys. We're here to prove them wrong. My spearhead today consists of a marshal on a horse. I've got a unit of Free Guild Cavaliers, the Free Guild Steelhelms, then lastly, the Great Cannon.
At the head of my army is the abhorrent Archregent. He was leading some Morbeg Knights. He's also got a Vargolf Courtier and his Crypt Guard. Altogether, they form a fast, mean, decisive list.
I'm gonna steal my resolve and fight against these beasties and send them back where they came from.
Good luck to you, Nick.
Welcome to more Age of Sigmar, Tycho.
Age of Sigmar.
You're playing Scary Ghoulies.
Yes.
And I'm playing the Noble Men of Sigmar. And women, you've come to invade my village? Well, have at thee.
Well, actually, we haven't decided that. This might be my village that you're invading.
I don't know, this looks too
We have to
polished.
figure out attacker defender.
Fair enough.
Oh, I rolled a 6.
Do you want to be the attacker or the defender?
Most decidedly the attacker.
So this is my village.
Well, it was.
Well, that means you deploy your entire army.
I'm going to deploy my Morbeg Knights first. They're going to hide behind the building because I have a funny feeling there's going to be some cannon fire coming my way. My ghoulies, here come the Crypt Guard. Last but definitely not least, the Archregent himself.
Good old Archie, we love Archie. From now on, I dub thee Archie.
Archibald.
Now it's my turn to deploy. I think I'm gonna take my Great Cannon and put it as far back as it possibly can go. Then I'm gonna deploy my infantry, my unit of Steel Helms. They can consecrate objectives, giving myself a ward save on it. My Marshal is gonna go right here. The Mighty Marshal.
Mighty Marshal Martin.
No, his name is Stuart. Basically, this is a battle of actual noble knights versus people that think they're noble knights.
Right, you think you're noble knights, we agree that you're wrong.
And then my cavalry,
Ooh.
you're gonna go on the objective. There is my army down, Tycho. It's glorious.
Glorious. You have a stalwart force of men here. I'm gonna have to come and eat them.
No eating.
Hey, no, we are the noblest. We've come to teach you a lesson.
You won the roll off. You are the attacker. You get to choose. Would you like to go first? Would you like to go second?
Yeah, I'm gonna go first.
All right, bring it on, Tycho.
Good luck, Nick.
Good luck.
This episode is brought to you by GameMat.eu. Turn your tabletop into a real battlefield with GameMat.eu. With their premium battle mats, game mats, or play mats, and pre-painted tabletop scenery, you are ready to battle straight out of the box. Suitable for war games and board games like Warhammer 40k, Age of Sigmar, Kill Team, Necromunda, Star Wars Legion, X-Wing, and many, many others. Let them build your next battleground. Check out GameMat.eu at the link in the description below. Now, back to the action. Turn 1, our mission twist is Lifespring. Normally the underdog would get to pick, but in this case it's a roll-off. Nick's won, and he's going to gain an extra victory point for holding his home objective, plus his units will be able to heal if they are contesting that objective. But that goes for Tycho too, so if he contests that objective, he also will be able to heal his unit.
We're drawing our battle tactics. Now these are how we score points, but they also, instead of scoring points with them, we could also use them to do cool abilities.
Pick your poison.
Oh, you want me to pick yours?
Absolutely.
Okay, these two,
Okay.
and this one on the back.
All right. My first battle tactic is hold ground. I gotta hold my main big terrain feature, and I'm gonna get some points. My second battle tactic is war of attrition. Grind down the enemy to shatter their resolve. So I gotta try and kill something. That might be pretty tough, because you're kind of far away. My last battle tactic is attack on 2 fronts. I complete this battle tactic at the end of my turn if I control 2 objectives that were controlled by opponent at the start of the turn. That's a tough one.
My first battle tactic is raid. Basically, I need at least 1 unit wholly within enemy territory, so your side of the board. The second one is take the Ignax Dais, basically this objective right here. My last one is actually kind of interesting. It is take without warning. Basically, I gotta take an objective away from you, but I can't have fought with any of the units contesting that objective. So basically, I have to get more units on the objective and control it without fighting you. Now, one thing that I can do secretly, because my Marshal is so smart, he can choose one of these battle tactics and I put it aside. And what this allows me to do is use the command ability and still score the points.
I believe it is now my hero phase. I'm gonna cast Deranged Transformation upon my Vargulf Courtier. That's a 6, it goes off.
So he's faster.
He's faster and he's meaner. On to my movement phase. First off, I'm gonna run with my Crypt Guard. 10 with my Crypt Guard.
They're coming nice and close to me.
They're coming nice.
They're scary.
They're gonna get in there and try and eat you up good. So these guys can go a foot. That's right about there. The Vargulf Courtier now goes a 12-inch move. And I'm gonna run with my Regent. He's not very fast.
I love how he's on foot.
I'm a Crusading army, so I get +1 to my run rolls and +1 to my charge rolls, which is handy because I've got a couple of charges coming at you. So first off, the Morbeg Knights are gonna make their charge. So that 8 is fine. Rawr, say the Morbeg Knights.
These are my steel helms.
And here comes the Vargulf Courtier. Ah, 5, ooh.
Does he get +1 as well?
He does.
Yeah, oh no! That's not good!
So I'm gonna use the Morbeg Knights. I'm gonna start with them.
Before you roll those dice, I'm gonna now trigger my trap card.
Oh, no.
This is the special one I put aside, and I'm gonna get a 5+ ward for this unit for the rest of the phase.
Oh no! So first off, the Grizzly Lances are slashing in. Alrighty, I missed once. So I only wounded 2 of those.
Let's see if my armor will save it. So the red 1, my 4 goes to a 5. I saved neither of them. Because of that 5+ ward save, I get 5 pluses against this damage. Ha, just 1. So you've killed 3 with the knights.
3 so far. Now for the critters. These are the Night Shriekers, claws and fangs. Ah! 6 hits, not too shabby.
Ooh, these guys are good.
Oh no! Only 3 wounds.
5 ups. Save 2 of them.
Oh no!
And then a 5+ ward save. Save 1 of them. 1 damage again goes through, kills 1 guy. I'm gonna go next. Now, I know that I'm not gonna kill this guy. Even though they've already attacked, I'm gonna take all their attacks and go into the knights here. Hitting on 4s, wounding on 4s. 6 wounds on ya.
Only 2 save, 4 get through, but I have a 6-up ward save. Come on, 6s! I got a 6! So that's 3 damage. So I'm gonna go for my pile-in.
You are in contestant range of that objective.
Alrighty. Vargulf, kill them all.
That was creepy. That was creepy.
I'm gonna start with the Immense Claws. Hitting on 4s. Oh, that's not great. So that's to be 3 wounds at Rend 1.
5s. I saved 2 of them. Then the ward save kicks in and save none of them. So you killed 2, 1, and 2.
Dagger-like fangs. I miss. I did kill a model.
Yes.
So he has done some damage. I have Victory Feast. I can get Rude's Bask, and I can immediately lose Retreat without any mortal damage. Second retreat a foot. So I'm gonna back off to about here.
At the end of the turn, because we chose this as a life spring, any units contesting it heal a point. One of those lovely damage I did on you, you get back.
Yay!
It's not over!
Uh-oh.
Because in addition, I have my enhancement, the Brazier of Holy Flame. The Marshal, because he's close to these guys right here, can bring back D3 at the end of every turn. I get 2 guys back.
Oh no!
Dun, dun, dun. That is the end of the turn. So now we do scoring.
Tycho holds 1, 2, and more objectives than Nick, so that's going to score 3 primary, and he's also scored hold ground for an extra victory point. That puts Tycho at 4 points at the end of his half of turn 1.
On to my turn.
Oh no!
In my turn, I'm gonna sticky this objective, and I'm gonna sticky this objective.
Hero phase now, and Nick uses Decisive Commander. That's going to add 3 to the control level of his unit and make sure he holds that objective.
I'm in your hero phase. I'm going to use Stand Guard upon my Morbeg Knights, which means they're going to strike first.
Now, if I bring my knights around and use their once per game ability to strike first with them, I could potentially negate that. Onto the movement phase. I'm gonna leave my infantry in combat because if they fall back, they will get
D3 mortal wounds.
Yeah, and that's not fun. So the Marshal, he's just outside of 3 inches. He has to stay exactly where he is. My knights, my noble knights. On a 3-up, that objective counts as consecrated, which means everybody around it gets a 6-up ward save. It has not been consecrated.
No.
We're gonna go on to the shooting phase. First of all, my lord, the marshal, is gonna take his pistol, dragoon pistol, 2 shots, hitting on 3s, straight into the unit right in front of it. Hit them both, wounding on 4s. I wounded once.
I fail my armor save.
1 damage.
I fail my ward save. Down to 1 remaining on my poor musician.
You cannot shoot at infantry heroes outside of 12 inches, so I cannot target it with a giant cannonball. So I'm gonna load grape shot. Load the grape shot!
Oh,
and I'm gonna
no.
fire right into these cavalry right here.
Fair enough.
Hit them all!
Oh no.
Wounded 4 of them.
4
Excellent.
wounds. Uh-oh. I saved none of them.
No!
I do ignore on 6s.
8 6-ups.
I make 1 of them.
Oh, the grape shot levels almost all of the knights. Wow.
Grape shot for the win.
I do strike first.
You do strike first. That's okay. I will let you have a few attacks. We're gonna go on to the charge phase. I'm actually gonna try to charge your Vergast. I need a 9-inch to get to the Vergast. Come on, horsies, charge! 5 6. I failed the charge. That's okay. It was a long charge anyways. They're positioned for next turn. 1 more charge. The marshal is gonna charge into the 1 last remaining knight. 5 6 inches. That should handily get me in. Rah! Marshal, I declare a duel. Marshal's charged in, so let's fight.
I go first.
So you can fight first.
I'm gonna stab at thee, you vile marshal, you.
That's my marshal, how dare you?
Like this. Here's my stick. I poke it. I poke you. I hit you. A 4 will wound.
4-up save. I do not save it.
Nick's using fight to the last as a tactic to give his Cavalier Marshal a 5-up ward against that Morbid Knight. And it helps.
All right, here's the real damage. Yes, Night Haunt, eat him. 1 hit.
Oh no.
It wounds.
4-up save. Save it. Now I get to fight you. Let's go with the marshal first, because you fought me. Master Forged Longsword. Hitting on 3s. Hit them all. 3 wounds.
Saving on 5s. I save 1. I need 4 6s to survive here, Nick. I got 1.
Gotcha.
Not enough. Down he goes. Blah.
That is the turn. I will score 1 point for holding this objective. 1 point for holding this objective. Unfortunately, I don't hold more. I did score a battle tactic. I scored hold the Ignax Dias, and I'm gonna hold on to this other battle tactic I have. I'm gonna hold on to raid.
I'm actually gonna hold on to my battle tactic.
And a turn, the Brazier of Holy Flame brings back another Steel Helm. He's definitely hurt Tycho, but at the end of round 1, it's 4 points for Tycho and 3 points for Nick. Nick will be going into turn 2 as the underdog.
Priority, who gets to go first?
Oh my.
Ooh. If I take the option of double turn, I get no more battle tactics, but I could possibly do some major damage. Let's risk it. I'm gonna try for the double turn. Tycho, you can draw your extra
2
battle
cards,
tactics.
please.
There we go.
My battle tactics are raid, you have to get wholly within the enemy deployment zone. The other one is take without warning. I with this battle tactic at the end of my turn if I gain control of an objective that was controlled by an opponent at the start of the turn, and none of the units contesting that objective used a fight ability.
Turn 2 mission twist is Alariel's Blessing. That's going to give a 6-up ward to the underdog's unit, and he chooses the Free Guild Cavaliers.
I'm gonna use the Army's ability, the Officer's Order, and I can take my battle tactic, I only have 1, and put it aside, and I can use its command ability and still score points. On to my hero phase.
The hero phase.
Now, these guys are not in combat. I'm going to cast Decisive Commander,
The wizard.
and he successfully says, "Back on your feet, you laggards." How many guys do I get? 3! Massive, the whole unit's back! On to the movement phase, and in the movement phase, my infantry here are gonna try to consecrate this objective again on a 3-up, which they succeed. I'm gonna move my infantry, and they're just gonna move straight up. They're gonna charge some ghoulies here. Then, my marshal is gonna move 10 inches. The knights are gonna move their 10, and see if I can't clean up this battlefield here. I'm out of range, so I'm gonna move 3 inches with the cannon. In the shooting phase, I'm gonna fire my pistol at the Vergast.
Vargolf.
2 attacks.
This holy warrior.
Look at that.
Oh, look, you missed.
And then I'm gonna fire the grape shot from the cannon into the little ghoulies.
Tycho is going to use Steel Defense from his raid card. That's going to ignore Nick's Rend and hopefully keep the Crypt Guard in the fight.
I need 6s to save. A save to get through, and I'm going to ignore these on 5s with my ward save. I ignore 1, so I lose 3 models to Grape Shot.
Heads explode. Charge phase. Marshall's gonna charge.
The Marshal's gonna charge! Charging!
He got 5, and he's gonna move that 5 inches into the Vergas and also be wholly within your zone. Next, we're gonna go with the infantry back here.
All right.
They're gonna charge. And they get on. Massive 4, 5, 6, 7 inches, which is gonna take them all the way to here.
Oh, I love it.
Then lastly, I'm gonna charge with my Knights. The Knights will use their once per game ability for Sigmar Charge. It gives them fight first. Charge Knights! 5 inches. So we're gonna get under here. The Knights have charged! Before we move on to the fight phase, Devastating Charge procs. I choose 1 unit that I got into engagement range with. I'm gonna choose the big giant ghoulie. On a 2-up, I'm gonna do impact hits, D3 mortal wounds. 2-up, come on! Yeah! D3 mortal wounds on your big beastie. 2 mortal wounds.
I will have a ward save on 6. I save 1, take 1. He's down to 7.
So now we're on to the fight phase. You look like you're looking at a card. Do you have something fancy there?
I do!
In Age of Sigmar, fight first goes first, and the Knights are gonna start. Tycho responds with his tactic, fight to the last, giving up take without warning in the hopes of an increased ward save.
So now everyone's in combat there except for your character here. I don't want him to fight. One of the Knights, because it's the only thing it can go into, is gonna go into the little ghoulies. All the rest of the Knights are gonna go into the big ghoulies. The 1 Knight into the little ghoulies. Cavalier weapons, 4s as well. 2 wounds.
4 ward saves. I lose 2 ghouls.
And then the horse's hooves. I hit none of them.
Vargulf now is taking 4 Knights to the face. It's down to 2 wounds remaining.
The horses then try to trample you to death.
I'm down to 1 wound remaining.
Horse hoof right to the face. Now we go to the regular attack. I'm gonna choose my Marshal in the hopes that I can do 1 wound and kill him. Hitting on 3s. Oh, hit 3 wounds.
The 6s, nothing. I need 6 5s here.
He's going.
Super dead.
We got him. Blah! You only have 1 choice to fight with.
I only have the 1 choice, and I'll fight those infantry.
As you attack me, I'm gonna spend my battle tactic for Steel Defense and ignore the Rend characteristics of attacks that target my unit this turn.
Here come the Crypt Guard!
Don't you hit on 3s?
Nope.
Hit on 4s.
4 wounds to you.
So Steel Defense, and I save 3 of them. 1 wound goes through.
And he only loses a single model.
I did 1 wound, Nick.
You did, well done. 18 attacks. Hitting on 4s. And then wounding on 4s.
And ignore 1 more, 2 down.
I'm actually totally okay with that because that means that unit is not coming back. That ends my turn. I will score my battle tactic. I complete this battle tactic if I've got a unit wholly within your enemy territory. I have no more battle tactics because I took the double turn. I'm gonna score 1 point for here, 1 point for here, and 1 point for holding more than you. So I get 3 points on primary, bringing my score to 7 to your 4.
That's a big turn for Nick. 3 points on primary, 1 on his secondaries to go to 5 and 2 respectively. 7 points to Tycho's 4 as we head to Tycho's turn 2.
My turn, I have a handy dandy spell to cast.
Hero phase, Crimson Victuals takes a wound off the Cavalier Marshal and adds a Crypt Guard back to the unit.
And secondly, deranged transformation upon the Crypt Guard. That's a 12. Oh yeah, they are deranged. Into my movement phase. The second part of my movement phase, I am going to call reinforcements. I get D3 models from my Morghast Knights back.
The Knights are coming back?
Actually, I can't bring back anything.
What?
Has to have 5 or more models.
What?
Okay. That's the end of my movement phase. The charge! Come on! Regent! Save us! Makes a charge. This is good. This is good. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. I'm fighting with the Regent.
I can't do a thing. I don't have anything to do.
Here we go! Ooh. Still rolled 2 1s for you there, Nick. 2 wounds.
5s. On 5s.
Nice!
Well, I saved
The
them both.
zombies have come. I get no damage with my big, nasty lord character.
Sorry.
No, you're not.
My turn. All my infantry are going to pile in and fight the Crypt Guard. I've had the game that you're playing against you before.
Or if it can go wrong, it will go wrong.
I can remember some very choice games. And, oh, they do terrible. Only 2 wounds against your Crypt Ghouls.
My Crypt Guard both fails of their armor save.
Oh, right, ward saves.
No.
Got 2 more. Now you get to fight with those guys.
Woohoo! Go, coolies, go! Nope, 3s, because they get +1. 2.
2 minus 1 kills a guy. I'm not done yet, because my horses now get to go. They're gonna pile in first, and we're gonna go 3 inches over here, and then we're gonna go 3 inches over here, and that should get them all in. We are ready to take some swords, hitting on 4s.
And 5s. I ignore 1, and my unit is complete.
That completes the turn.
The Crypt Guard are dead, but that unit recycles. They will come back. 2 points on primary for Tycho, no secondaries, takes him up to 6 to 7. He will be the underdog going into turn 3.
Okay, Tycho, turn 3.
Turn 3.
Potentially the last turn of the game.
No way! I've got ghouls coming back, maybe.
Now, points-wise, the score is really close.
Here comes the roll for initiative. And it's Nick.
First turn, and then let's draw the twist.
Our mission twist is reclaim the Giran. Tycho will pick 2 objectives, and those will score him extra points, or Nick should he take them.
Then we draw our battle tactics. First, I drew the Behemoth Dais. Basically, I have to control this objective right here. I've also drawn Raise. I need to be within 3 inches of the long battlefield edge in the opponent's deployment zone. And lastly, I drew Attack on 2 fronts. So basically, if I can go control these 2 objectives, I'll score all 3.
I got Do Not Waver. If I fight and you don't kill my guy, he stands! This is something I can do. I can stand there. Take the flanks! Battle tactic, if any friendly units within 3 inches of each short battle edge. That's really hard with 1 unit. The Draconian Dais. I need to take the center objective away from Nick.
Lastly, before we go into the actual round, I get to, for my army ability, of course, choose one of the battle tactics, put it aside, and I can use its command in addition to scoring its points. I'm gonna put that one right there.
Hero face now, Nick gives his Steel Helms an extra 3 control. Nick also uses Arcane Bolt into the Arch regions.
The Necromancers are firing missiles at us!
On a 2-up, I do D3 mortal wounds.
Evil wizards!
5, so that means I'm gonna do D3 mortal wounds! 2 mortal wounds!
2 mortal wounds, I have a ward of 6.
I smite you in particular, and then that goes back in my hand so I can still score it later. We're gonna advance the Marshal, and he's gonna move additional 3. So the Marshal zooms around, gets within 3 inches of there, also takes the objective.
Nicely done.
And then these knights over here are gonna say, "So, let us follow you into noble standing."
They're running away! Look at them go!
15 inches. And they're gonna go, oh, I also sticky this objective. And they'll go over here, hold this objective. And the cannon will then move 3 inches up.
Does it put you within a foot?
It now puts me within a foot to be able to fire some grape shot.
Nicely done. Now, hitting on 4s is nice. I see the shooting's happening now.
Yeah, it's gonna be -1 to hit because of this right here.
Well, actually, it's gonna be more than that. Because I am gonna go to ground! So I dive to my face, you hit me on 6s. But I get fight slap.
So into the shooting phase, and I'm gonna shoot the cannon. Load the grape shot! 5 shots. Hitting on 6s now because you dived. Dive to the ground.
Cower! Cower! Where are my gods?
I got 2 6s!
Oh, no.
3+ to wound.
I ignore 1. Take 1 down to 3.
That's all the shooting. We're gonna pile in all these infantry, and they're all gonna fight you. Let's fight. All right, 16 dice, hitting on 4s. Ooh, that was a really good roll. 4s. That was not so good.
5s. Got 1. That looks like the game, sir, because I have no models, and I believe that is tabled.
That's the end of the turn. I have wiped you from the table. However, there is a unit of ghouls coming back on the table.
Oh, yeah?
Got nothing to support them, but they do come back, and I score all 3 of my battle tactics. I have the long battlefield edge of your deployment zone. I also have the skull objective marker right here. I also have taken 2 objective markers away from you.
And they're worth an extra point each.
Nick scores 5 on primary, 3 on secondary, takes him up to 15 to Tycho 6.
So how do I play without models?
We go straight to the movement phase. You get to bring that unit back at any point in the movement phase.
You get a second chance at glory, little guys. Die, Marshal! Charge, schools! Charge!
Cryptguard charge the Cavalier Marshal. If they down him, at least it's a measure of vengeance.
All right, can you kill these guys?
If history stands, not a chance. For vengeance and honor! Oh, they missed a lot. Wounding on force. Not exactly scintillating, you gotta fail all of them.
I mean, it could happen, but it doesn't. I go down to 4 wounds remaining, and then I fight you back. Hitting on 3s, I hit you 3 times. 1 wound.
Nope, 2 down.
And then the horse's hooves hits you none.
So I score a point for do not waver. I get a point, I'm up to 7.
You score a point for holding this objective. And you also score a bonus point because of the special twist.
So I'm up to 9.
9 to 15.
All right, back in this.
Yes, yeah.
I'm leaving you hanging on that one.
Yeah, okay, that's fair, that's fair. Folks, I want you to go back in the histories of watching all the games of me versus Tycho and just count up.
You know
How
what,
many
folks?
times?
I deserve this.
Tycho does steal an objective and score secondary points, but that is not enough. 2 points primary, 1 secondary. It's 9 to 15 in favor of Nick.
Priority, who's going first?
Who is going first?
Ooh,
It's your pick.
I'm gonna go first again. Might as well.
The twist is going to be take the land. Tycho's going to get +1 to wound versus anyone in range of his large terrain feature.
My 3 battle tactics are cut off the head, I need to kill the enemy general, or it was already killed and I get that automatically. Next one is take the flanks. I need to have units within both short table edges. And lastly, I have do not waver. I need to do a fight action and not lose any units this turn.
I've got cut off the head. I gotta kill that marshal. I need to raise. That means I need to get friendly units within 3 inches of the long battlefield edge in enemy territory. Over there. And the Ignax Dias.
With that, I am going to move here so that I can be within range of the short table edge. I'm not within range of the short table edge over here though, so I'm gonna have to move. So 3 inches gets me within range of the short table edge, so now I'm in range of both short table edges. Then the cavalry will charge forward and go, I'm going to murderize you. I can shoot with my pistol from my marshal in combat. Shooting, hits you once, and fails to wound. Charging. Horses, gonna charge your ghouls. They got a 5, 6, 7. Charge. They're all gonna fight. Now I charged you on a 2-up. I do D3 mortal wounds. Failed to do any mortal wounds on the charge, and then I fight you.
We'll save you, Marshal.
I'll let the marshal go. It'll just be the knights fighting here. On 4s.
Here's my ignore. I ignore 2 of them, take 4.
The horses. Oh, wow! The horses are very much wanting to trample you.
Saving on 6s. Nope, 5s. Save 1, lose another. Down to 3 models left. Crypt God! Get him! Pull him down! 4 hits. 2 wounds, Nick.
All right, on 4s, save them both.
That's about right.
And then the marshal
Can he finish me off?
pulls out his sword, examines it a little bit. Boom! Hits 3 times. And wounds you twice.
Lots of 5s. No.
Squad is wiped. And with that, you have been tabled.
No. I've been tabled twice.
Well, at the end of my turn, I got cut off the head because I killed a unit. Take the flanks, and do not waver. I didn't lose a unit, and I killed a unit. Got all 3. Got 21 points at the end of turn 4.
I got 9.
That is a tough go for that one, Tycho. You really bounced off Nick's units round 1. As we've seen in Spearhead though, aggression round 1 more often than not leads to unit losses and not wins. That said, had you been able to clean up those steel helms on the first turn, getting to that cannon would have stopped the decimation that it laid. Not a bad plan, just didn't work this time.
I have killed
That's what you've killed.
2 models!
Well, technically you killed more.
No, I didn't kill any, because they're dead still.
So now we know who the true nobility is.
Yes, me! The zombies can't be noble!
Thanks for playing, Tycho.
That was brilliant. Well done!
Until we see you next time, take care and...
Play on.
Special thanks again to this episode's sponsor, GameMat.eu. Make sure to check out their link in the description below. And as always, of course, a big thank you to you for watching. If you like what we do, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. If you really like Age of Sigmar and what you see, please consider supporting us through YouTube membership or Patreon. You'll get exclusive releases as well as behind-the-scenes interviews, early access to most of our shows, and access to our Discord, the most happening 40k community around. Well, that's it from all of us here at the Play On Studios. I've been your host, JT the Voice, and this has been Age of Sigmar. Until the next time we see you in the mortal realms, play on!